My dear students, hope you all are fine and safe. Let us come to the continuation of chapter between two World War Nazism in Germany and World War II. Now let us come to the continuation of the topic foreign policy and World War. Hitler started looking after Polish peasants from their village and sold them as slaves. He claimed that non-German races were inferior and only fit to be slaves. This ideology guided violence to capture the whole world. In 1939, Britain and France declared war on Germany in support of Poland. Italy, Japan, and Germany, the three together formed the Axis power. In 1941, Japan attacked the USA and Germany attacked the Soviet Russia together with Britain, France, and other anti German nations. These two countries formed powers also called the United Nations Organization. In 1942-43, Hitler victorious army faced defeat for the first time at the hands of the Soviet in cities of Stalingrad. After that, the Soviet captured Berlin. Hitler committed suicide before the fall of Berlin. Mussolini also committed suicide after Italy was defeated. The USA then dropped atomic bomb on the two Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki after Berlin was captured to force Japan to surrender. With this, the Second World War came to an end. The war claimed the lives of 225 lakh soldiers, 500 lakhs of civilians were killed. Around 60 lakh Jews were sent to their death in the Holocaust, while 2,50,000 people perished. Perished means यहाँ पर dead in minutes in Nagasaki. Russia suffered the highest from 200 to 400 lakh, or around 20% of the country's population. The Second World War was the first time in history that more civilian than soldiers were killed in a war. It was also the first war in which all civilians had to work for the war to produce armaments for the war. Now, children, let us discuss about India and the Second World War. Once again, in 1939, the British government involved into the war without consulting the people. The hidden army was dispatched to Burma and Singapore to fight the Japanese and to Africa to fight the Germans and Italians. Large quantities of materials such as food grains and clothing were purchased for the army, leading to a scarcity of goods in the market. The Bengal famine of 1943, in which 30 lakhs people died of starvation. Taking advantages of the situation, traders began to earn profit. Indian traders and industrialists earned huge profit and became wealthy because of the demand created by the war. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who organized the Azad Hind Army in Singapore with the help of Germany and Japan. Leaders like Gandhiji, Nehru, and Patel were opposed to this line of action. They believed that India should not support the anti democratic policy of Germany and Japan. They felt that India could continue its fight for freedom from British rule without support from Germany. Gandhiji launched the Quiet India movement in 1942, in which millions of common people joined. Once the war was over, all three themes of thought came together, with Nehru and other Congress leaders striving to protect the Azad Hind soldiers, and the Communist Party again becoming active in the freedom movement. Now we will discuss about after the Second World War. Soviet Union, USA, and Britain decided that to dismantle the Nazi government and identify the Nazi leaders who could be punished for the human massacres. The map of Europe was redraw once again after the war. East Germany came under the Russian influence while West Germany came under US influence. Poland, East Germany, Hungary, and Yugoslavia were established as independent nation but remained under the Soviet influence. Similarly, West Germany, France, Holland, Italy, Greece, and some other countries also became independent nations but remained under US influence. In Japan, the government remained under the emperor. US and Soviet Russia planned to redevelop the economics so that the countries whose economics had been destroyed by the war could once again progress. Meanwhile, a proposal was formulated to carve out a new nation for the Jews for their traditional city of Jerusalem. The Jewish state was established in 1948 within the help of US government and was called Israel. Now let us discuss about the United Nations organization. After the war ended in October 1945, 50 countries together formed the United Nations organization, UNO, presently called UN. Its main objective was to establish world peace and encourage mutual support and cooperation between the countries for their economic development. Its guiding principles were respect for the internal power structure of every country, justice in international relations, and encouraging human rights and social development within countries. Five major countries were given a special place in the organization: the USA, Britain, France, Soviet Union, and China. These five countries were made permanent member of United Nations Security Council, UNSC, each having the power to reject a decision to which objectives were raised. This power was called veto right. In addition to the Security Council, the UN also had a General Assembly constituted by all its member nations in which many issues are discussed and decisions taken. Apart from this, an international court of justice was also established to settle disputes between countries. Several agencies were set up to develop and cooperation between nations, such as United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, World Health Organization, International Labour Organization, United Nations Commission for Human Rights, etc. Okay, thank you children. We have completed this chapter. Hope you all understand this chapter. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe.